So we are right smack bang in the middle of a digital era, and it has literally changed everything that we do, from how we buy things to how we entertain ourselves, and more specifically, how we can earn money. Now, if you don't know who I am, I'm Michael J. I build 7-figure businesses, I've built 6-figure businesses, and it is my passion and calling in life to teach as many people how to do the same thing, so you can leave that shitty job behind and that nasty boss that you can't stand. And in this video, I'm going to teach you how to make money online in 2022. So something that really astounds me these days is the amount of people that don't understand or know, have never heard of certain ways of making money online. And a lot of people are still stuck in that old mindset of thinking that they have to go to a place of work, have a boss that they can't stand, be with people that they don't really fit in with. But you don't need to do all of that. There are so many ways you can make money online these days, so you can be at home while you work. I mean, who wants to sit in traffic at 8 o'clock in the morning for an hour to get to work, and the same coming back every day at 5 p.m. for an hour? That is just a waste of life. We are only on this planet one time, so every single day should be precious to us. So to make the most of the time that you've got, why not start looking into more creative ways of making money, which is online, which means that you don't have to queue up every single day, or at least Monday to Friday, for an hour to get to work. You don't have to be in a place with people that you don't like, that you don't really fit in, and you just feel like you're wasting your time earning money for someone else. And then you don't have to spend another hour getting back every single day. You can wake up when you want, you can work when you want, you can be your own boss, and you can do it all from the comforts of your home. And if you're the kind of person that loves to travel, or that would love to move to a different country for a little while but can't because she's stuck in that 9-to-5 job, well, if you get some of these online businesses up and running, you can run them from anywhere in the world. So you can be in Bali running an online business, or you can be in the UK running the same online business. Which one are you going to choose? I know which one I would rather choose. Would you rather be near a beach, working in a really cool coffee shop by the beach, or in rainy, cold England, sat in an office, bored, really unhappy with your life? Again, I know which one I'd choose every single day of the week. And having an online business will give us all a chance to lead that life that we really want to live. And it's not like you need to earn loads and loads of money from this. Let's take a look at how much money you need to earn to be able to just live. I know some people can live really cheaply, and especially if in a place like Bali or Thailand or the Philippines, it doesn't really matter. Let's take £1,000 per month. Now, £1,000 per month is so easy to earn online, it is untrue. And you don't need to work very hard to do that either. Take it from someone who runs 5 businesses, and every single one of those businesses is online. But you don't even need that many businesses. You can earn $1,000 or £1,000 per month from one of those online businesses. And if you can earn that £1,000 per month to cover just for your living costs, yes, you've not got loads of money. Yes, you're not rich. Yes, you've not got loads of nice fancy things, but who really needs them? If you're living in Bali by the beach, and you can go surfing every day, and you can determine what your day looks like, who really cares? If you can earn £1,000 per month and that covers your living costs, then to me, that is the dream. That is really living life on your terms, because you don't need loads of money to live. You don't need all these fancy things. You just need to live a good, comfortable, fulfilling life. And that is what having an online business can really do for you. And all it takes is for you to put some hard work in your own time while you've got a job, because obviously we all have to still earn money to live. While you've got a full-time job, but you're going to have to be putting extra time in every single day to build some of these online businesses. And then once these businesses are up and running, you can quit that 9-to-5 job of yours and really make a big change in your life. And the main benefits, I would say, of an online business is the fact that you are your own boss. You can determine how much work you put in, which means you can determine how much money you earn. And like I said before, if you just want to earn £1,000 per month to cover your living costs, then great. You might only have to work 20 hours per week to do that. And that might be where you want to start. And then you might want to add another online business in there, because the options that I'm going to talk about today, you don't need to do just one, because you are going to have time in your day, especially if you quit your 9-to-5 job, to keep adding more, and you can really start stacking them up. Especially some of the options that I'm going to talk about are quite passive. There's going to be quite a bit of work to be done up front for the first few months, but once it's up and running, some of these ideas that I'm going to talk about today, you can just leave them and just literally spend 2, 3, 4, 5 hours per week to keep them going. So it really will be up to you how much money you want to earn, how much time you want to put into this, which all leads back into my initial point around building that life that you choose to lead and really creating a lifestyle that you've always wanted to live, because you can do that now, because this new digital era and way of working and earning money can really change your life. And all you need to do is be open-minded about this, be creative, and start looking into some of these ideas that I'm going to go through today. The first idea I'm going to talk about is to create an online community or membership type of platform. And you've heard of Andrew Tate probably, right? He's getting a lot of limelight for not good things at the minute, but he executed that perfectly. It's called Hustlers University, I think, and I'm pretty sure he's got a good few thousand in there now, and he charged around 1,000 to enter. So if you've got 1,000 times 1,000, think how much that comes to, and there's constantly people entering as well. So there are numerous types of sites that you can get going, or at least communities that you can get going, and it can be around any single thing that you want. If you've got like a particular skill, or you've got a particular passion or hobby that you're really into, you can build whole communities around that. Just as a random example, horse riding, for example. I'm really into Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I could create that. I know some people who have already created these things around entrepreneurship, around Amazon FBA, etc. And you can really start to build up your numbers and really start to earn money, both passively and consistently, for years to come, because you can charge people not just for accessing your course, but also a monthly fee. And that can be anywhere up to 100 quid a month, 500 quid a month. It just depends what you want to put as part of your package. But think of things like Facebook now. Facebook groups. There's now Slack. You've now got Discord. There's Telegram as well. I know people that are earning money just from people in their Telegram groups, and they're charging anywhere up to 100 to 1,000 quid a month. Take trading, for example. I know some crypto traders who are charging 500 quid a month, 1,000 quid a month to give their community trades, daily trades that they can take and earn money on. But it doesn't even really need to be on that kind of level. You can get one Discord up and running which is totally free to set up, and you can charge, say for instance, 50 quid a month, and it can all be around mindset, motivation, depression, or anything you can think of that really resonates with you and that you've got a passion for. And you can charge people money to get in there, but you've got to make sure that you're constantly bringing value to the members to make sure you keep them. This is a really cool business idea if you want to build a community of like-minded people, because that's going to benefit you as well. It's going to benefit your members because they're going to be around the people, and on top of that, you're going to be earning money to do it. So there's so many benefits around this option, and again, you can decide how much you charge, whether that's just an upfront fee or an ongoing fee. The benefits are just endless with this one, and it can become a real lifestyle business, can this one. And I know some people who just absolutely love it, and no matter where they go, whether they're on holiday or whatever it is, they literally with their community and they share things every single day because they just absolutely love it. And it can really change your life because you can be around groups of people that you really resonate with, and you can build like lifelong friends and a community for lifetime, you know? Just something to keep in mind with this option, you are going to have to be quite active in these community sites, because the more value you offer, the more people are going to want to stay. But at the same time, it just depends how much you're charging. If you are charging $500 a month, then you're gonna have to put a lot of time and offer a lot of value, right? Because the more money people pay, the more value people expect. But at the same time, if you're only charging $50 a month, then I guess people won't be expecting that much, and you can only put bits and bats of time in, but it might be a bit wishy-washy and wash down the quality of the people that are in there. So just be very careful about your pricing point, and obviously about the content that you're gonna deliver in there, because it needs to resonate with you, because it is a long-term option. It's not a kind of get in and get out kind of thing. It's more of a lifestyle type of business. The next online business idea I'm going to talk about is to create an online course. Now, this can actually span out from the initial option of creating a community type of platform, where once you've got that community platform there, then you can actually branch out, start creating more online courses that are packaged up nicely in a kind of timestamp delivery of content. So you can offer it to your community for, let's say, 497 quid. And then it might take them like a month or two to go through that. And it might just build even more on the first option. But if you don't want the first option, that's fine. You can still create an online course. Now, if you've got some kind of passion, if you've got some kind of skill, if you've got some kind of experience in a particular area or niche, creating an online course is an absolute no-brainer, because you've already got all the knowledge there. You've already got all the passion there. So all you're going to have to do is create the structure, create the content, package it up in a nice course, and then sell it online. And it is really easy to do these days. There are loads of sites on there that are going to allow you to create your course. Obviously, you need to pre-record all your material at home or in an office or in a rented space, whatever you want to do there. But there are loads of sites out there that will allow you to build an online course really easily and quite cheaply. An example of that is Kajabi, and that is definitely something that I'm personally working on right now. I will be using Kajabi. I'm recording a lot of content in here where I'm at right now, and all then you need to do is go to somewhere like ClickFunnels, for example, where you can create sales funnels and marketing funnels, and then you can put it out there to the world, and then people can click on there and then they can just buy your course and take your course. The major benefits of this option is that once you've put all that work in, you can just literally put it online and it can sell forever. I know some people who have got online courses that have been selling it for 5 to 6 years, and they've been turning over 6 figures every single year. And it did take them 3 to 6 months to build these online courses. But if they're going to be there for years to come, it's an absolute no-brainer. It's a really amazing passive income type of online business. One thing to watch out for with this option is that if you've not got an online community to sell this product to, then you might have to start doing that. If you've got 1,000 followers on YouTube, for example, you can quite easily sell 100, 200, 300 copies of your online course to your community that's already there, because they know what you're about, they know what kind of content you deliver and what kind of value you offer. But if you don't have that, there are ways that you can offer it to people that do have a community out there, and you can do it by affiliate marketing. So if someone out there have got a few 100,000 followers on YouTube, you can approach them and you can say, will you please look at my course? Will you please sell my course? I will give you 10, 15, 20, 25% commission on every sale. And you can set it up that way. And you can do it with numerous online influencers. There are websites out there such as ClickBank, which will allow you to advertise the fact that you've got a product that you want people to sell for you. Affiliate marketers, basically, because that's what that setup will be. And it'll be affiliate type of setup where you've got a product you want to sell, there's an influencer that's got a big audience there, and they're going to be affiliate marketer for your product. Then every single sale, you will obviously get your money, and the affiliate marketer will then get their cut, which is a really nice kind of a win-win situation, especially if your course fits in with that affiliate marketer's audience and content that they've already produced. Another way you can do it is by using social media platforms and advertising through them, which again, you do need to set up an actual account, but it doesn't mean you need loads and loads of followers. You can just set one up. Having some obviously followers is going to be beneficial, but when you advertise, you can put the reach far out wide, so you can reach as many people as possible. And the more you obviously put into these campaigns, the more wider audience that you can reach. So that can also be a really cool option, but if you've not got a lot of money, this is obviously going to cost you money to do that. But if you don't mind spending a little bit of money, this is great. And you can mix both of those two together. So I would actually recommend that. Getting affiliates to sell it, you trying to sell it yourself on any kind of social platform where you've got a following, and by advertising on other social platforms as well, because all those together are just an absolute killer combination, and obviously you can just get as many sales as possible. The third online business idea I'm going to talk about is to buy and sell collectibles or things on eBay. And this is not something I've personally done, but I have got a few friends that do this and earn a good few thousand a month. Now, especially if you've got some kind of hobby or passion. One of my friends is really into the Metallica band. Remember that old school 80s, I think it was, metal band? And he basically just buys anything around them and he sells it. And obviously, if you're not into Metallica, you don't have to do Metallica. It can literally be anything. It can be Pokemon cards, although they're getting ridiculously expensive, so maybe not them to start off with at least. But any kind of thing that you have got some kind of interest in, start looking into it, start looking at buying and selling. You'd be surprised at how much people would let things go, and then you can sell it to collectors a few months later, a year or so later, or it can even literally be a week later, and just put a nice little markup on it. It might only be a £5, might be a tenner, but it could be 100, it could be a few £100, and then you can sell it on just for a nice little profit, and you can keep doing it over and over and over again, because each profit you make, you can buy more things and keep turning that into more and more profit. Now, you don't necessarily need to have an interest or passion to do this, or if you do have an interest or passion and you've looked into places like eBay and you've not been able to find anything, that's fine. You can still do things, although it's just going to take a little bit more work for you to dig into other areas to start finding the kind of collectibles that we're talking about. And you can cross match these platforms, which can work really, really well. You can, for example, get something from eBay. Let's say it is a Metallica record and you buy it for 50 quid. You might then be able to go over to Etsy, or you might even be able to create your own Shopify store. You might be able to sell it for 60, 75, or even 100 quid. But again, you just need to look into the kind of patterns, the buying patterns for them kind of products. Do your research, buy them at a good price, and then make sure that you can turn it into a profit by selling it for a higher amount, either on the platform that you bought it from or a different kind of platform. Now, this kind of business is obviously not passive. It is going to take you quite a lot of time to do your research, to find the products, to buy the products, and you're also going to have to watch them, especially if you're on eBay and you're bidding. And then once you've bought them, you're going to have to create listings, which means you're going to have to write a description, you're going to have to take images, upload it, and then any kind of admin around selling it to customers. So it's definitely not a passive option, but if you've got more time on your hands, this is a really good option. Also, keep in mind with this option that to move forward with it, you are going to need some money. So the first two that I mentioned, you're not necessarily needing money to get them up and running. You might need a little bit of money to advertise or to host your online course, for example, or your community in the first option. But with this one, to sell things, you're going to have to buy something. So just keep in mind, you are going to need a little bit of money for this. So if you're skin, this option might not be good at first. Just to add on to the back of this though, you don't necessarily need to buy things from online, but we are kind of veering away from the online business theme of this video a little bit. But if you're in the UK, for example, we have something called a car boot sale, right? Which you can go to every Sunday, and you can go to numerous ones every Sunday, and you can literally pick up boxes and bags for literally pence or pounds. So for a £5 you might be able to take away bags of stuff, and don't get me wrong, most of that might be crap and not worth very much, but you can pick up some real bargain things. But it's going to take your time again to drive there, it's going to cost you petrol to get there, you're going to need money to buy the things, and then you might come back and you might find that you've not bought anything of value, so you might have wasted your time and money there. But if you're willing to take that risk, then going to car boot sales and things like that and then selling them online can be a nice little addition to this strategy. The next online business idea I'm going to talk about is Amazon FBA, and it's something that is very close to my heart because I managed to turn in a side business into a 6-figure business, and I'm also just starting a new Amazon FBA business with a business partner of mine. And if you've not already watched it, my last video I covered Amazon FBA for beginners, literally step by step from beginning to end. So if you've not watched that, make sure you check it out. But this is next option I'm going to talk about. So as a very brief summary of what Amazon FBA is, it's basically you finding good markets, nice juicy markets in Amazon.com, Amazon.co.uk, where there's just enough amount of sales. You don't want too many, you don't want too little, where you can go in there, nick between 5 to 10 sales a day and really start stacking those products up to earn a really nice passive monthly income. So once you've found those markets and you've analysed the market to make sure that it's worthwhile moving forward with, you would then source those products from China using Alibaba. You would then get a sample to make sure that it's quality enough. You would then get your brand put on it. You would then label it, because the business model I teach is private labeling. You would label it with your own barcode and your own brand on them. You would then ship them to locations where you're going to sell them, for example, the US or the UK, and then you would create a listing on Amazon, make sure you've got decent photos to create that listing, and you would send products from your warehouses in the country of destination to the Amazon warehouse, and then you would basically sell products through Amazon. And one of the major benefits of Amazon FBA is the fact that you don't need to store stock at your house or a location where you can manage it. You send it into warehouses and you can manage the logistics of getting it into Amazon online. And then as soon as you've got your products into Amazon, Amazon take care of all of the logistics around getting the products to customers. They deal with returns, they deal with complaints, anything to do with products, customers ordering products and getting the product to the customer is a responsibility of Amazon. So it's a really nice passive income and a business that you can manage anywhere in the world. And just to mention again that you don't need to have stock and manage stock at all. You can do it all with a few clicks of the button on a computer. So it's an absolute no-brainer if you want to earn decent amounts of money, and if you want to travel, for example, and don't have to be in a particular location to manage stock. Absolute no-brainer option. Just some things to keep in consideration for this option. Now, this is probably going to be one of the most expensive options out there to get this up and running, and for the first 3 to 6 months you're going to be putting a lot of work in, to research the products, to analyze them, to source them from China, to get the samples, to ship them. It does take 3 to 6 months to get at least 1 to 2 products up and running and live into Amazon. And I would say you need at least $5,000 to get this business up and running. But 3 to 6 months down the line, when you need to reorder your products, you're going to have to put in an additional 5 to 10k, maybe even 15k to reorder those products. So it's definitely one of the most expensive options out there. So if you've got 5 to 10 grand there to do this, then this is a really good option. Okay guys, so that were my top online business ideas that you can literally start today. And the digital era is not going anywhere. So you might as well embrace it, and you might as well start earning money from it and start building a life that you really want to lead. And I know a lot of people out there, they hate the jobs, they hate having to go to an office, they hate traffic. I mean, who doesn't hate traffic? And you can literally use the online platforms that we have available to make you wealth and literally build a life that you love. So that is it from me today, guys. If you've got any value from this, please like the video, please subscribe, and until next time,